Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good. Good. I gotta say, my tech's been killing me today. But anyway, Geno Smith for 250 plus passing yards, Ashton Genty for 60 plus, CD Lamb anytime, Brock Bowers anytime, Ashton Genty anytime, touchdowns for tonight, a nice plus 1450. And then I do have two straight bets that I'm going with tonight because had some luck last week with Trayvon Henderson, 3+ touchdowns on the day. And so I'm going for the two guys that I think have the potential to have big touchdown nights. That's CD Lamb for 2 touchdowns or Brock Bowers for 2+ touchdowns. Excuse me. I like both of them. Might be taking the over a little bit later. I think the first couple of drives are going to be a little feeling out. I mean, it's hard to kind of feel how a game's going to play out when the the scripted drives take over in the first, and you think one team's going to be good, but not so sure about that. But I like it. Don't worry about it, brother. Bought my lunch. Oh, barbecue. That's always good. Always good. Dude, I need to barbecue some stuff. I haven't in a while. But anyway, the Raiders, though, they are one of those teams that can come out here and have a good game, especially Geno Smith. He is more than capable of coming out and just having a great game. If he can manage his turnovers, really his statistics would be more on his side, and maybe the Raiders have some more. But after trading away Jacoby Myers at the deadline, not a lot of receiving help on there again. That's why I think Brock Bowers is going to get a lot of looks. Ashton Genty, I hate to say it, but I don't think Ashton Genty has really had that breakout game that we've been expecting. Yeah, he's had a couple of really good games, but as of right now, I can't really, pinpoint one game where I was like, oh, this was his welcome to the NFL. Granted, the way the Raiders have been using him this season, they're not really wanting to wear out a Ferrari when, it's being parked in a shed. I kind of understand where they're coming from, but still, you put, caps on him or anything, at least they're letting him stand up again in the backfield. I do think that's a nice addition to his game. Coming back to that, that's what he's comfortable with. I don't know why they were trying to coach that out of him. I always think that, what's his name? Pete Carroll is a lot better of a coach than that, but hey, old school kind of guy wants to go the old school way. I totally understand it. I do. I'm excited for this game. I'm not going to lie. It's a nice Monday night. Joe Buck, Aikman on the call, of course, and they're doing their introductions. Not a fan of the watch Aikman is wearing tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. Not a big fan of rubber bands in general, so that is just a me thing, but still, he can afford a nicer watch. That's kind of where I'm at with that. But no, I'm going to be kicking off here in about 9 minutes. And, man, I was talking with one of my coworkers today. He's a big Cowboys guy, wore his little sweatshirt and everything. It was adorable. And he, we were talking about the game tonight and like what the Cowboys do to win. And he is, to his credit, a very realistic Cowboys fan. And so I do enjoy talking about the Cowboys with him. And he's on the same side that they need to figure it out on defense. And, he went into detail. A lot of linebackers on the interior haven't worked out. Did you hear they're considering delay? Why would they consider delaying the game, Sweet and Dreamy? Please tell me why. And no, I haven't heard that, if that's even close to true. But again, what is it? Ooh. Anyway, is it just to watch Shedeur Sanders highlights from yesterday? Because I would imagine that they would do that. They're saying it's a readiness issue. Who's not ready? Who couldn't be ready? Cowboys ain't ready or the Raiders ain't ready? Either of them not being ready, I would understand for this game, but anyway. Man, yeah, I was talking to my coworker, and he wasn't upset with the Parsons trade. And in fact, he kind of walked me through. He was like, this is why it wasn't the worst thing in the world. And he gets that contract off. They can rebuild a little bit, kind of, but who knows? Again, you lose a big guy like that. Why didn't you just sign anyway? If they go into this offseason and fully rebuild that defense, I mean, this offense is capable enough. And we've seen it week in and week out, especially when CD Lamb is out there. Oh, man, he's an absolute freak. I mean, he's one of those guys, one of those wide receivers where you throw it within 10 yards of him, and he's more than likely going to catch the football. It's absolutely unbelievable. And it's so much fun to watch him. But I mean, Dak Prescott's not slowing down at all. George Pickens is a nice compliment to to CD. This offense is clicking on almost all cylinders. It's just the defense not coming. Hey, Kalen's back in the chat. What's good, brother? Hope you are doing well. But yeah, man, it's a rough one. It's a rough one. They need to figure it out on defense. Jerry Jones still going to be making the decisions. I do hope we are getting towards the point though where Jerry is, trying to get the kids ready to run the team, and so it's more on them. But Jerry's always going to have the final say. Doing amazing after that job. Hey, the Broncos got lucky. I'm still on the fraud side of them. I'm sorry, Kalen's. I'm still on the fraud side. I mean, he will eventually. He'll have to eventually. But, oh, man, 7 minutes away from kickoff. And then, okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Raiders, huh? The Raiders, a team that has been struggling 2-7 on the season. You don't need to tell anyone that. And I do believe going in the right direction, though. And I do believe that we are at the point right now where, the Raiders, yeah, they're bad right now. Everyone knew they were going to be bad right now. I believe the locker room knew they were going to be bad this year. They still have strong leadership there. Say whatever you want about Pete Carroll. The 3 years he's going to spend here with the Raiders, and I don't think it'll be longer than those 3 years. It's a nice transition period. Let, a veteran coach come in there and kind of set a good culture for the next guy coming in. And love him or hate what the position is right now, Tom Brady does at the end of the day know what he is doing and knows what it takes to win. He's been in those type of buildings where he knows how to win. And I think he's going to continue to improve that organization, whether anyone likes it or not. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Do they go quarterback this year? Do they wait another year since they have Geno Smith under a bunch of money and under a couple of years? Yeah, I would go with Geno for next year. I think, yeah, he can only improve the team. And, everyone wants to talk about how bad Geno's been playing this year. And I get it. The stat lines haven't been pretty. And his performance on the field, so many interceptions, so many this, that, the other. But, the play calls are the play calls. And his decisions are his decisions. Do I think any of them were overtly that bad or have been overtly that bad? Yeah, there's a couple. Every quarterback has a couple. But overall, though, he's a veteran enough quarterback that he can continue. He can improve the team and give them the best chance to win. And still, even with a rookie behind him, still give him the best chance to win. And I know there's a lot of talk about Arch Manning, especially after that loss to Georgia this weekend. I think it's pretty clear cut that he ain't going to be in the league next year. And I think that's good. But if there was a team that would draft him to take the time to develop him properly, it would be the Raiders, with Tom Brady there as minority owner and still being able to, if you really wanted to, you could get out there and play football. But having that type of mentorship in front of you, and then Geno Smith too, who obviously you're telling me Geno Smith got brought in on that much money for that long and Tom didn't have a hand in that? That's absolutely insane. But no, I think that at the end of the day, if they were going to go a route, that would be a route to go. Do I think that's a route that's actually going to happen? No, I think Arch is going to stay another couple of years at Texas and isn't going to go anywhere. But a name that I would associate with the Raiders, I mean, they're going to have a top 5 draft pick, if not number 1 overall this season. They might as well. They're probably going to end up doing the same thing next year. Rebuilds take a while. Wavy in the chat, down by 10. Who do I start to win, Genty or Javonte? You're asking the hard questions tonight, bub. Genty isn't a terrible pick. I do think he's going to get at least 60-plus yards and a touchdown tonight. That's at least the bets I have out on him with the way the Cowboys defense has been playing. But Javonte, also not a bad decision. Both defenses are ass. I think it's going to be a coin flip on which offense can get better. Whoever gets Trinidad Shambles in the draft next year, he's getting best QB in the class. Ooh, I like that take. I like that take a lot. Certified Yamer. Solid name. As we get the national anthem. Shout out USA. And then we will be ready for kickoff. See who gets the ball first, all that fun stuff. And hey, we'll see who opens this game fast and heavy. Again, that's why I've been saying, I do think it is going to be tickets as low as $1,000. Holy shit, for these two teams. I mean, Vegas, I guess, in the winter, so it's nice out. The snowbirds are out. I get it, but shit. Oh, a nice little tribute to Nealand having his jersey on the sideline for the Cowboys. Rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers with his family. Raiders have such a sick stadium. The Death Star is awesome. It is. And we are ready to play some football, baby. Let's see how this one goes. Kalen's, I think it's going to be better than expected. And if not better than expected, I at least think it's going to be high scoring. I think we're going to see touchdowns everywhere. Would love a CeeDee Lamb or Brock Bowers to have 2+ tonight. That would be epic. That would be epic. You know, they're showing an ad for Chick-fil-A, and I got to say, it's always on Sunday. It's always on Sunday. Invite FanDuel to co-host. No, I'm not going to invite FanDuel to co-host. Why would I do that? That's weird. 45-42, final score. Just got off the phone with Goodell. Hey, if you could send that one my way. I'm not a fan of how the script's being written for the Arizona Cardinals the last 17 years. So if we could get me on the phone with him, I'd love to talk with him about what it's going to take to get the Cardinals a better script writer, at least, because this is miserable. And I got a great storyline for Kyler Murray if he wants. Anyway. I was talking with my co-host Noah and a couple of other people that I've kind of ran this by. And, who do y'all think's the best team in the NFL this year? See, who do you all think is the best team in the NFL this year? Because, I think there's an argument that there's a couple of teams that are quote unquote the best, but I think it's such a subjective, and not only subjective, but it's really been any given week this week, and yes, parity in the NFL is clear as day. There always been parity, always will be parity in the NFL. It's what makes the sport so great. But, usually, especially at this time of the season, we're able to kind of pinpoint like, oh, this team, if I'm going to put my money on a team, this is the team I think everyone's putting money on for, to win the Super Bowl. And I don't think there is a strong enough argument for that. And the books don't really know what to do with the lines. That's why, it's kind of effed up. It's interesting to think about that, but I don't know. Levi, you need 55 from Brock. I need 60 plus, brother. That's what we need tonight from Brock for me. Whoops. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't think there's no clear cut. The playoffs are going to be very, very interesting. Hey, Gordon Bombay in the chat. What's good, brother? You ready for some Monday Night Football? As we are getting rocking and rolling here, the NFL logo is up. And we will get it moving. Raiders will be kicking off, and we do get the kickoff here. Gonna land in the landing zone. Ooh, bobbles a return, but we will go ahead and be good there. Cowboys get to about 26, starting deep in their own territory. Dak Prescott taking the field. Let's see how they start off this. Wouldn't be surprised if we get the run game established early, get that play action going. But I mean, hey, let's go ahead and establish some dominance. Just bomb one to CeeDee Lamb to start it off. I would not be upset. Would not be upset. Dak under the center. Williams in the backfield. Heavy set. Going to hand it off to Williams, and he'll get about 4 yards on that, depending on the spot. Probably 3. Not too bad. Run it up the gut. See what they're looking like. Made it too many parlays. One of them got a cash right. Now, responsibly, Kalins. There's no such thing as too many parlays. Responsibly. One of them's got a cash. I've been gambling long enough and made enough parlays. Let me tell you how many have cashed. I can count it on a hand. Get another handoff to Williams, and better O-line play there. Grind out another maybe 4. Third and short coming up. And CD and Pickens both on the sidelines to start this one off on third down. Go ahead, establish the run game. I'm here for it. I don't know. It might be rarer than a Cowboys Super Bowl. Back in the day, they do have a couple, and Cowboys fans won't let you forget about it. All right, Dak changing something at the line. Got 3 out. Dak drops back, sets up, scrambles, flag on the play, gets it out, incomplete. We'll check the flag. More than likely going to get offensive holding here. And the Cowboys looking to punt early. Well, we'll check the flag first, of course. Holding, offense. Yep. Hey, fair enough, Eloise. RIP. All right. Raiders defense making a statement early with some help on a penalty. 4th and 4 for the Cowboys, and we'll get the punt team out here. Trey Tucker back to return for the Raiders. Good operation. Big punt off. Big boot. That was a nice one. We will get a return from Tucker, who will not get very far. About a 5-yard return, take it out to the 30. All right, 1st and 10. We'll get our first look at Geno Smith in this Raiders offense. And again, quarterbacks who have played against the Cowboys typically come out with one of their best QBRs of the season. So we will see if that trend continues. Geno under center. Genty and his Michael Myers stance in the backfield. And we'll get a play action to start it off. Pocket's collapsing. Gets it out. Bowers picking up some early yards. 1st down and a little bit more. Oh, will he be? I've been busy today, so I've not been able to keep up with the news today completely. Man, and it's going to be a lot of that tonight. Just Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers. Get used to hearing that name because we're in for a long night with Brock Bowers. Genty getting his first handoff and a loss of yards on that one. And, the whole Genty situation right now is hard. And I mean, I was one of those guys that came out in the beginning of the season and said, Genty, this is, his run style and everything is something that can translate to the league completely. And it can. The O-line is just so shit for the Raiders, and it makes it hard. But I do think in the next couple of years, all right, Geno changing it at the line. In the gun. Drops back. Gets it out. Completed. Going to make up some of the yards on that one. And again, Geno's got a good arm. He knows how to read defenses great. He just has kind of a turnover issue sometimes. Oh, Kalens, no. Oh, no. Third and 7 up here for the Raiders. Geno changing it at the line. In the gun, Genty back there with him. Drops back. Steps up. Oh, he steps up, gets away from the sack. Brock Bowers will catch it, but it is going to be a 4th down stop by this Cowboys defense. Okay, so what? The defenses all of a sudden are going to start to play just excellent football? Is that what we're seeing tonight? Caitlin's, no, I did not. I didn't hear it. I saw they were talking about it. I didn't hear anything, though. Average geek, 3 guarantees in life. Death, taxes, Raiders O-line sucking. Well, hey, if they want to keep Genty happy, they might need to go ahead and invest in an O-line. And again, Brady's in the building. They're going to invest in an O-line. Good punt gets off for the Raiders. It was a fair catch, but bounces for the Raiders. Going to be downed at the 4-yard line in Cowboys territory. Dak and the boys taking over deep. 10:27 left to go here in the first. Couple 3-and-outs to get started. Oh, probably. Oh, Kalins, you know it was something like that. Asleep at walkthrough, joking around during meetings, something like that. All right, boy, your boys are sitting. And hey, shout out to Schottenheimer having the balls to do that. First-year head coach. Say 2 of your biggest weapons on the offensive side. Wild move. But hey, you got to set a standard. I like that. Standard is the standard. I like it. What's the live line at right now? That's what I want to know. My wrongs. Live line. Ooh, Cowboys 2.5-point favorites now, -120. -170 on the money line. 44.5 is the total. 2.5. That's kind of where I wanted the line, where I was hoping that line would be. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm going to take a bet on that. I'll add it to the ticker. Dog days over. Cowboys minus the 2.5. I like that a lot. Well, we're in commercial break. Do just want to take a moment. Shout out to everyone watching here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit the like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. Noah and I should be live tomorrow night for reactions to everything in the football week, the CFP rankings. And I think we're even going to talk a little college basketball, baby. Oh, yeah, I think we're talking some college ball tomorrow, too. So, hey, that'll be over on Rumble, YouTube, and X. So give us a like, give us a follow over there. Would love to have you guys there. The doc. How is my round robin doing? My round robin is doing good. If you guys have not yet, it's basketball season. It's round robin season. Testing out the new algorithm. Looking good pretty so far. We're going to hope it stays. Per Todd Archer, coach's decision for Pickens and Lamb. They missed some things. Wow. Bro, you can't be missing things. As get a nice run there from Williams to start it off. We'll get Pickens on the field. 2nd and 1 coming up. Probably going to see another run here from Williams as Dak going under center. And yeah, we'll get another with Javonte Williams up the gut. Not a huge hole, but enough for the first down. Couple extra to start it off. Cowboys pick up their first down. Would not be surprised if the Cowboys open it up here a little bit. Dak under center. Motion out. Play action to Williams. Dak looking downfield. Nothing there. He'll go ahead and throw it down. And that might be ruled a fumble. It's going to be ruled a fumble on the field. Raiders recovering. Dak just kind of throwing it at everyone's feet. I don't know if they're going to be able to count it as a forward pass. Max Crosby right on top of him there. Probably looking for the strip sack, but we'll see if there's forward motion. No, maybe. No, I'm thinking that's a fumble. He got on it. Dak was coming forward, had it on his hand, and then kind of pushed the ball in. He was coming forward, though, so we will see what the rules officials come out with, but that does look like a fumble to me. Rough way to start off for the Cowboys offense if this does stand, but It does appear it will stand as of right now, maybe an expedited review. Yeah, I mean, the ball is going forward, but I don't think he has control of it anymore when he hits it. When, Crosby hits it in there. And yeah, hey, Raiders taking over in very good territory. 1st and 10 on their own, on the Cowboys 15. See what Geno comes up here. He's in the gun. Dropping back. That O-line is so freaking bad. Oh my God, he gets sacked. He's going to be back down at about his 19 or 20. Wow. I knew coming into this game that O-line was going to be rough, but jeez. Geno in the gun again. Takes the snap. 2nd and 17. Gets a little screen-ish thing to Genty. He'll run out of bounds after picking up only a couple. 3rd and long coming up for Geno and this Raiders, who had a great opportunity. Sean, apparently they missed some things. Missed a meeting, missed a charity event, missed something. So that is why they are benched right now. Well, we're benched to start the game. All right, Geno in the gun again. 3rd and 12. First down marker is at the 5. Geno drops back. Launches one. Ooh. Close, but no cigar. Intended for Tucker, but no good there in the red zone. They will bring out the field goal unit. Need 4 less points for Aubrey. Ooh, good luck there, Jacob. Again, not a bad pass. Put it in the window he needed to. Maybe he thought he was breaking out, but no. Raiders defense forced the turnover, and they'll see if they can come away with 3. Daniel Carlson, 35-yard attempt. Should be a chip shot. Up and good. Raiders up 3-0. Unfortunate they could not come away with more points there at the 15-yarder. Absolutely unbelievable. But, hey, that's Raiders football for you sometimes. Going to the first commercial break. Second commercial break, I guess. Raiders up 3-0. 7:55 left to go here in the first. What is the live line sitting at now? Cowboys 1.5-point favorites. I'm going to sit off of that. But we're good. I'm liking where we're sitting right now. I'll be honest. I was hoping to catch the Cowboys at a better line. Did the boys have too much fun in Vegas? Sean, brother, with considering it was a Monday night game, maybe they went into their meetings, their walkthroughs yesterday, and then we're like, hey, let's go watch some football, boys. Maybe get a beer bucket. Then that beer bucket turned into another beer bucket. Then that beer bucket turned into a beer tower. And then that beer tower turned into 2 beer towers. And hey, it happens, man. It happens. I've been there. I've done that. No judgment. Shit happens in Vegas, but I also was not getting paid millions of dollars to play football. Kalen's, especially because, there's so much, you think there's so much beer in it, and then everyone takes one, and there's only 2 left, so then you got to get another beer bucket, and then there's only 2 left after that round, so then you got to get another beer bucket, and it happens. It happens. Oh, yeah, all the high-end wide receivers are not having a good time this weekend. Shout out to Jamar Chase with the suspension. And for the dumbest shit in the world, dude, keep your saliva in your mouth. Are we not grown? Are we not adults? Let's be adults. But yeah, I had a lot of fun sending Noah the Adam Schefter tweet that Jamar Chase was suspended for a week. I did enjoy that. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot of fun. All right, as we're coming back to Vegas. which I was just in Vegas for, what was it, Power Slap 15 with my wife. Made a day trip of it. And man, I get why Vegas is so just dead right now. It's insane, man. Like the amount of money they want for a beer, the amount of money they want, no comps really. And I mean, I'm a Caesars player. I spend time with them. I spend a lot of money with them. And I don't know, man. Vegas needs to change, but I don't think they'll nominate him after that one, Kalen. Get another one into the landings and a nice little roller on that. This one will come out to about the 32. Tucker on the return. All right, CD and Pickens making their return to the field. See what happens here with them back on. See if this offense opens up a little bit. Jake could not agree more. Could not agree more. But hey, they held the Raiders offense to just a field goal there. So, all right, Dak dropping back. Oh, yeah, we're just going to spam CD and George Pickens. Now, George Pickens off the slant for the first down and more. Yep. First play on the field, what does he do? Just doesn't even cook a corner. He just is better than the corner. Gets a nice route out on him. Boom. Dak Prescott under center. Williams in the backfield. He'll go ahead and get the handoff. Better hole there. He'll get about 6 on that one. See what the Cowboys choose to do here. Would not be shocked if they start getting CD involved. Dak under center again. Play action to Williams. Gets it off to Lupuke for a first down, a little bit more. Good play action called there. Going to get some hurry-up offense here from the Cowboys. They're going to keep this tempo up. They like the personnel on the field with the Raiders. Under center again, hands off to Williams. Williams gets... Ooh, nice little 8-yard run there from Williams, finding the hole and getting through it. Absolutely love it. I forgot Peyton and Eli still have a show. Why does it suck? Why do they have the guest on? Like, if it was just Eli and Peyton talking football, I would be all over it. I'd be watching that shit every Monday. But they got to bring all these guests on and everything. The guests don't know ball. Ooh, and Dak getting a ball swatted back in his face. 3rd and 3 coming up. I don't know. They need to figure that out. Mighty Megatron need Geno to get 9 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. All right. I mean, hey, and when you're playing the Cowboys defense, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't freeze up on me. Why are we doing this right now? That's not chill. There we go. All right, Dak in the gun, 3rd and 3. He will scramble a little bit, get it out, and it's just incomplete. Just a rough. Right now, Cowboys and Raiders offensive lines are going for how bad can we possibly be tonight? And I really don't know which one's worse right now. So we're going to have to see how the rest of this game develops. But that O-line just broke down. Gave Dak no time, and then Dak got rid of it off his back foot, and it was a terrible pass. As we'll get our first look at Mr. Automatic, Brandon Aubrey. 29 for 33. 50-yard attempt here. And it's absolutely down the middle. Cowboys tied up 3-3, 5:36 left to go here in the first. Neither offense is really being able to get in a rhythm or find receivers or catch footballs or do anything productive. It's not looking good. Yo, Tyler, how you doing, brother? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Got a nice little game for us tonight. 3-3. The last score I thought I would see with 5:36 left to go here in the first. Really thought we would be getting, I don't know. I really thought maybe it would be 14-7 at this point or something like that. Just a little bit more explosive. But again, neither offense able to get in a rhythm. Both O-lines really holding it down. Average Geek, new betting line. Which O-line would be worse? Going with the Raiders? I don't know, man. The Cowboys are making a real solid option for the worst O-line right now. This is just miserable to watch. I mean, Pickens for a touchdown. I like it. Astros versus A's, get the score. Hey, they're the Sacramento A's right now. Okay, don't you forget it. But what is the, speaking of betting lines, what is the live line at right now? Cowboys back up to 2.5-point favorites. Is that true? I don't believe that's true. It is true. Cowboys 2.5-point favorites, minus 120 on that. Minus 150 on the money line overall. Pickens pleading for, yeah. He's begging for it. Just throw me the ball, man. I'll catch it. I promise. And Pickens, I have no doubt that you will catch it. But savings on Cowboys 2.5. Yes, of course, responsibly. Kalen's responsibly. You have finance in your name. It better be responsibly. Man. But I mean, I don't know. I will say, talking on AJ Brown and how George Pickens reacted there at the end of that. I'm kind of happy to see, the diva wide receiver really taking focus and center stage again. It's a good part of their, I think you need a wide receiver to be a diva. To be honest, kind of like you need a quarterback to be a cocky shithead sometimes. You need, and a gunslinger and like he can do anything. You need that type of confidence in a quarterback. You kind of need that diva mentality in a wide receiver. Like, of course I'm the best in the game right now. Why am I not getting the ball every single play? You need that confidence. You need that in them. And so the fact that George Pickens is acting like that, the fact AJ Brown is doing what he does. I mean, hey, he got 2 targets right off the bat in that Cowboys game yesterday. So, yeah, exactly. Baker does cocky things, and what does he do? He absolutely whips it out and throws it around all day. Doesn't matter who's playing at receiver. He is going to get at least 20 passes off, no doubt. As we are getting back to action here, not a bad kickoff here, but a little bit better of a return for the Raiders. Mostert getting that one. All right, Geno under center, Genty in the backfield. Play action. Get it out. First down and a little bit more. Nice pass to Beck. Again, Geno can do what he does. He looks good doing it too. That was a great play action. The D-line was caught off guard there. Great. Actually, some good O-line stuff there from the Raiders. You don't see that often. But yeah, nice on-time play there for Geno. Under center again. Genty still in the back. Another play action. And with the pocket disintegrating, gets a big one off to Bowers for a first down and about 3 more. All right, Geno starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm here. And I like it. They spent the first couple of drives trying to get that play action going. Trying to get the run game going. And now the play action is working. Good stuff we're seeing from this Raiders offense so far. And Geno just taking some time and picking apart the Cowboys on this drive. Geno under center again. Another play action. Gets one downfield. A big chunk play there. Huge play there from the Raiders. 1st and 10, threatening now. Play was to Ian Thomas. And just wide ass open. I mean, wide ass open. He's definitely the safety's concern there, but safety doesn't crash early enough. Gino with an easy chunk play throw. Raiders in the red zone. Let's see if this trip can be different. Another play action. This time he will throw it to Genty in the backfield, but he will lose a yard on that one. Great coverage there from Overshone. Oh, dude, thanks. It's Big Booty Mix by Two Friends. Best DJs out there right now, in my opinion. All right, 2nd and 14 coming up for the Raiders. I don't know if that was a good spot or not. Gino in the gun again. I don't know. I would have kept him under center with how he was playing under center. Drops back. Cowboys bring 4 and just better coverage there by Bland. Ball goes in and out of Tucker's hands. Yeah, I mean, good ball on time, just better coverage. And Gino knows it. 3rd and 14 coming up now for the Raiders. Looking to stall out again. Gino in the backfield alone, shotgun. Motions out Genty. Drops back. Tries to step up, but the Cowboys just engulf him. He takes another sack there. 4th and very long coming up. We are seeing a field goal fest tonight, apparently, instead of a touchdown fest, like I thought. Jeez. Yeah, play action was working good for the Raiders, and Geno Smith was working great under center. I don't know why when we get into the red zone, we're going to suddenly shift into shotgun, which hasn't been working all night for him. You know, at least when Geno's under center, they got to respect the run, it feels like, at that point. 45 yards here. Kick is up. Ooh, just gets into the left one. Raiders up. 6-3 right now. And I mean, if the Cowboys defense could play how they play in the red zone for the rest of the 80 yards of the field, they would be in a really good spot. But they just let easy stuff up, and they're trying to get pressure, and the pressure's not working. Geno's being able to step up and find those, options, those second, third options. And they just can't get anything going on defense. But that's been kind of the Cowboys' season on defense, hasn't it? Been rough for the boys. Them boys. $6-3. Where's the line at now? Book's probably keeping it at 2.5. Yeah, Book's keeping it at 2.5 minus 110. They do not trust the Raiders, and I don't trust the Raiders either. Coop, what happened to CD and Pickens to start the game? According to Kalins, and I should confirm it. I should be able to confirm it pretty easy. Give me 2 seconds. But apparently, per Ari Mirov, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens were not on the field to open via coaching decision. Apparently, they missed some shit. So, someone in the comment section is recommending that Jerry Jones took the first quarter under on total receptions. So we'll see. Ooh, Jamar Chase is going to argue his appeal. That'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes. But while we're in commercial, let me take another moment. Hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons. Hit the follow button. Does help out a lot more than you know. Who cares? I get it, but hey, you gotta set the whatchamacallit. You gotta set the culture, Coop. You gotta set the culture. Got to give Genty the ball. I agree, Joey. I would agree with you. They got to give Genty the ball, but that O-line hasn't been able to really do anything much. And Geno under center in the play action's been working better. I think they'd go back to that and keep it going. But yeah, would like overall if, Genty could get the ball a little bit more. That'd be nice. It'd be real nice. Took the unders to remove this. Oh, man. All right. As we get the kickoff in the landing zone. All right, minute 55 left to go here in the first. Raiders taking over, not in the worst place, 33-yard line. See if we just see CD and Pickens getting a lot more looks now. I get it, Joey, but still. And I mean, that O-line is just really bad. All right, Dak drops back, has a lot of time, and he will get it out to Pickens for the first down and crossing the 50-yard line. Nice big pickup there from the Cowboys to start the drive off. All right. Dak calling to keep the tempo up. And yeah, Pickens just finding a nice spot in that zone coverage. Dak drops back, scrambling now. Steps up, and another big pass to Pickens. That one good for about another 15. Cowboys offense cooking now with two big targets to George Pickens. And yeah, just no coverage on him. Wide ass open. Cowboys going to huddle up on this one. We'll get it back to the line. Get some motion. Get a handoff. And about a nice 6-7 yard pickup on that. Davis with that one. And hey, the Cowboys now keeping the Raiders defense on their toes. What's coming next? 2nd and 5 coming up. That's a bad spot in my opinion. All right. Dak getting under center. Williams in the backfield. We'll give the handoff to Williams and finds a hole. Picks up about 12 on that one. Good for a first down. And the Cowboys entering the red zone tonight. Great run there. That's the best O-line work I've seen tonight out of the Cowboys. Nice hole was made for Williams and able to push some bodies around and get it going. First quarter is over. Cowboys will take over on the Raiders. 18, 1st and 10 coming up. Raiders lead 6-3. Raiders defense really kind of breaking down right now. I like the call to, let George Pickens just go find some place in zone coverage and take over. And that's exactly what he did. And hey, let it keep going, take some eyes off of CD and then open it up to CD coming up here maybe. But if the run game's going to continue to work like that, like that last run, Cowboys might be able to take over and take over quickly. Have to wait and see, obviously. All righty. Thursday night, Bills Texans should be a good one. Both teams working. I'm sure CJ Stroud going to be healthy by that one. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, and shout out to Penn State, by the way. Only have to pay James Franklin $9 million for the buyout now after he goes ahead and finalizes a deal with Virginia Tech. So shout out to Penn State. Line moving up for the Cowboys now. Cowboys back at 3.5-point favorites. Broncos versus Commanders. Game of the year incoming. Game of the year maybe for the Broncos. That'll probably be the one game they look super dominant in, but I mean, is Jaden going to play? That's the big question. But we're working. Still in commercial break here. Cowboys offense looking good. I like that they were keeping it up tempo there in the midfield. If it's working and you see oh my goodness. Okay. Mark Davis talking to some very plastic people. He's still rocking somewhat of a mullet. I do respect the mullet. All right, Dak Prescott in the gun. Williams in the backfield with him. He'll drop back. He'll launch a little ball to Pickens in the end zone. Oh, he catches it, but does he get in? No, he does not get in. Beautiful ball from Dak. Hell of a catch from CD. Just a foot outside. Literally a foot. Oh, Surtain is back this week. Let's go. Very, very close one from Pickens there. Aggressive play call. I like it from the Cowboys. Dak Prescott staying in shotgun. Keeping his buddy Williams back there with him. Get the motion for Schoonmaker. Dak drops back. Launches another one to CeeDee Lamb for his first of the night. Cowboys take the lead 9-6 as we await the field goal. Nice route there from CD. Good ball from Dak. And yeah, he gets right behind the safety, and it's just wide open there. No one really accounts for him, slips right by. Hell of a play there. I get it, Kalins. Might have been the move. And the field goal's up and good, 10-6. Cowboys take their first lead of the night. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of that cooking. But while we're going into commercial break, I am going to step away and refill real quick. Before I do that, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. I'm the Brofict one, AJ, and I will be right back. Oh, thanks for watching my chair, guys. We are all the way back. Geno Smith under center. In the gun. Fakes the handoff, get a play action going. He'll slip away. He'll step up and run the ball. Slide just short of the first down. Swank, I got a lot of plays today, brother. I got CD Lamb, 2+ touchdowns. Brock Bowers, 2+ touchdowns. Cowboys minus the 2.5. And then a same game parlay. Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, and CD anytime touchdown. Geno Smith, 250+ passing yards. Genty, 60+ rushing yards. So those are the plays. All right, Geno in the gun again. Get a handoff. First down for the Raiders. Raiders picking up a first down. Let's see if we can keep it going here. All right. Going with a heavy set here. Genty in the backfield. Smith under center. Play action. Ooh, and just not enough time for Geno there. Pocket was collapsing. He got rid of the ball, and it was short. And I mean, again, not a bad play call, but that pocket's just not giving him any time. He's got to get rid of that ball so quick. And Geno knows that. You know, Geno Smith, if any of the quarterbacks, like, he knows that. But we'll see what they can dial up here. 2nd and 10. Smith in the gun. Ooh, delayed handoff there to Genty. Genty getting upfield for the first down and about 2 extra. Nice to see an explosive play out of him. All right. Now, here's where I would go pass. Let's go with a bomb downfield play action here. Cowboys only showing 4 up front. They'll only bring 4. No, only bring 4. Genty got a little pass thrown to him, but tried to run before he caught it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Raiders. Bogey dog. I took the boys minus the 2.5 in this one. Took it live at 2.5. I didn't like the 3.5 number. I didn't want to buy it down. And so I got it at 2.5 live at minus the 110. But I'm also on a lot of stuff. All right, Bowers in the backfield with Genty. Now we'll motion Genty out. Smith in the gun. Drops back. And we will get another sack out of the Cowboys defensive line, excuse me. 3rd and 19 coming up. Jerry Jones, giddy as hell. And again, I mean, the Cowboys aren't doing anything too crazy. Like these stunts and calls, okay, late safety blitz there, not bad. But Williams they didn't really need the safety blitz. Williams had him there. He just had the O-line beat. 3rd and 19. Let's see what they can come up with here. Geno drops back. O-line crumbles again. Geno runs into an O-lineman. Gets the ball out to Genty, but Genty will drop it. Incomplete pass. And another drive stalled out for the Raiders after a sack and a couple of incompletes. Not what you like to see if you are the Raiders right now. They had some opportunities, but, you know, the Cowboys bring a little bit of pressure and everything starts going to shit. And, you know, whether it's the delayed pressure, whether it's them showing pressure, that offensive line cannot, even when they bring in, you know, a heavy package, it's just not working out for the Raiders right now. And Brock Bowers, not the worst blocking tight end in the league by any means necessary, but it's just, I don't know. They're trying to do too many things without having everything they need. We will get a delay of game here. Back up the Raiders a little bit, so they got a little bit more room to punt this one. And CD Lamb looking hungry to get back out. Cowboys might win the Super Bowl. That's a good one. That's a good one, Kalens. Good operation, good punt, long punt. Fielded at about the 7, excuse me. And a nice return to about the 20 and a half. Cowboys taking over on the 21. They will mark it at the 21. $11:49 left in the second as we go to commercial. Cowboys up 10-6. And it's got to be so frustrating. I mean, it looks like the Raiders offense is getting into a groove. It looks like Geno is getting into a rhythm and is completing good passes. And then, the Cowboys just bring a little bit of pressure and that O-line crumbles under it. They're facing a forefront. They're looking okay enough for Geno to get a pass out, but the Cowboys add one other person. It feels like they're just not equipped whatsoever to handle that type of pressure. And they're not even, it's like they're not even bringing 6 or 7. They're just bringing 1. They're just bringing an extra. Bogey, I'm with you. I need CD to get one more here too. Would love to cash that before halftime and then take all of that and then put it on Cowboys on the spread. That would be my ideal night tonight. But then again, I don't think my book cashes out touchdown tickets till after the game. Dumb bastards. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes tonight. That's a 15-straight drive without a Raiders touchdown. Jeez. I mean, there are a few things that as a Cardinals fan make me feel better, but hearing stats like that makes me feel a little bit better. Not much better whatsoever, but yeah. Gain loss at the end of what? This stuff doesn't end. Thank you for reminding me. I got to check my round robin, see how my round robin's doing in college ball. Cash 1. Fuck, I'm not going to cash that. And I have the rest of my faith in ASU. You got to be shitting me. I need Portland State not to shit the bed. We'll see what's happened. UCF decided to let Oakland play basketball in the second half, which I don't know why they did that. That's frustrating. But hey, it's okay. We'll be fine. Yeah, let's go, Bogey. Let's get CD one more. As we are getting ready back to action. I'm ready. Honestly, first play, and I don't know why the Cowboys don't do this all the time. First play, every drive would just be a bomb to CD. Like, let's see if we can just, get some points, some cheap points early. Catch someone sleeping. But Dak going to start it off under center. He'll hand it off to Williams, and Williams will not get very far. He'll actually lose a yard on that one. Raiders snuck that one out quick. Sniffed it out quick, I guess I should say. That's the proper sports announcer terminology, I guess. And again, Raiders competing for one of the worst O-lines I've watched this season. And that's hard to do. I've watched the Titans enough this year. My goodness. Dak back in the gun, 2nd and 10. They're not going to make him lose a yard on that one. That's generous. All right, get it to Pickens, and he'll fight for the first down. Got some good yak on that. I would keep throwing the ball. The Raiders don't seem to have an answer for the ball being in the air. As we get some subs here. All right. Dak under the gun. Williams in the backfield. Got to play action here. Pocket is collapsing. Ooh, he'll dump it off to Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker will make something out of nothing. Pick up about 5 or 6 on that one. Oh, that was Ferguson, excuse me. And I mean, Dak under all the pressure is a terrible throw. Oh, it does touch the ground. That's going to get called back. 3rd and 10 coming up for them boys. Or 2nd and 10, excuse me. Put some time left on the back on the clock. 10:26 left to go here in the second. Going to go Dak under center again. Raiders showing zone. And a quick one to Pickens. Pick up some yards on that 2nd down. 3rd and about 3 coming up. Don't hate the play call there. Pickens was bitching for the ball. Go ahead and give Pickens the ball. Keep him happy. No, 3rd and 4. Third and 3. Come on. They are giving the Cowboys some generous spots here. All right, Dak in shotgun. He'll drop back on this. Launch it to CD over the middle for a 1st down and a hell of a lot more. Picking up a lot on that. Again, when in doubt, find CD Lamb somewhere over the middle. Wide open again. And I guess that's why the Raiders have been playing so much zone. They really don't have a corner, a safety, a DB that can keep up with CD or Pickens on these routes right now. Dak back under center. They cross the 50. Get it to Williams. Williams goes outside, finds one in, and gets the 1st down. Dev Dog, I've been trying to tell him all night. Brother. Nice run there by Williams. Oh, they're going to mark him short on that one? I think these refs are drunk. All right, Dak back under center. Probably going to see a tush-push run type thing here. Yeah, just an inside drive. And Williams will get the 1st down and about another yard. Not too shabby. All right, 1st and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. On Las Vegas's 37. Dak under center, Williams in the backfield. We've said that enough tonight. Play action. CD Lamb again, wide open. Big chunk play and more. Get brought out at about the 15. CD is cooking, baby. And again, it's as if he is invisible to everybody else on the field. Like, he just gets cleared. Whew. Beautiful one there. 1st and 10 on the 14. How am I a yard off on every single yard call? I'm upset now with myself. Hand it off to Williams. He'll make it back to the line of scrimmage, I think. I don't know. They've been spotting these balls weird. Oh, yeah. The refs definitely had a beer bucket too, brother. 2nd and 10 coming up for them boys. All right. It's worked a lot so far this game, so I'm just going to throw it out here. How about CD up the middle of the field? It's been working. I might sound crazy, but let's try it. Dak drops back. He's going to throw it out to Williams. Williams will make it back to the line of scrimmage again. All right. Again, I'm going to say it again. CD in the center of the field. Let's just get him open. Put the ball in his hand. Good things typically happen. Dak's looking. A quick check down there. All right. 3rd and 10. What are them boys going to do? Dak in the gun. Changing it at the line. Crosby hungry on the edge. Dak steps up, has time. Going to be about a yard short off that one to Lupike. Lupeke? You know what I mean. Looks like the offense is going to stay out there. Want to take control of this game. Wouldn't be surprised if they're just trying to draw them off sides here. I don't know if it's worth, you could go up by a full touchdown or you can go for it. And we'll get a timeout here, actually, from them boys. We'll see if the offense stays out here. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep the points. We'll see. Joe Milton going out there to talk to Dak. Joe Milton, a guy that I do think we will be seeing not on the Cowboys for much longer. Talented enough guy, young enough guy, can bring him in somewhere. I don't know. Unless the Cowboys are just going to hold on to him and they're looking to get off Dak after this contract, that might be interesting. We shall see. All right, 4th and 1. They're bringing the offense back out here. Dak in the gun. Williams back there with him. Motion Williams out. Dak drops back. Fires it quick to Ferguson for the touchdown. Cowboys up 16-6. Hell of a play call there. I like the balls. 4th and 1. Got to make that move. He did. Dev Dog, did that help at all? Oh, he's not in the chat anymore. I hope he comes back and lets us know if that helped. Not many yards if he had yards, but he got the tutty. Got the tutty. See if the Raiders can come up with an answer here. As we're going to get a timeout or a false start on the extra point. Wow. Cowboys got to be feeling good right now. False start on the Cowboys on the extra. Move it back a little bit. Max Crosby wondering why he took all that money and didn't just go to a better team that still would have paid him all that money. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Extra points up and good. Dallas up 17-6. 5:16 left to go here in the second. We will see if the Raiders have any kind of response coming. Oh, God, they have nothing going for them right now. they have nothing going for them right now. It's terrible. I mean, oof. I do need Gino to get those passing yards up this. We need a couple completions. Get Brock Bowers over the center. Come on. Brotherly Shove. Thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you, dog. As we are in commercial break, what's the live line at right now? Cowboys minus 10.5 point favorites as we are looking. Cowboys might score. They might drop a 40 burger on their head. God, UCF, bunch of bums. 87, 83. Come on. Arizona State letting me down early too. Just rough night in the college ball world. But it's fine. We'll bounce back. We'll bounce back with a CD Lamb 2 touchdowns or get Brock Bowers on the board for 1 here. And then Genty. Oh, come on. Let's go. And, the Raiders, the offense has been fine. It's just when they get into that red zone, they've just been choking everything away, or, it's taken a drive or two, and then the Cowboys defense decides to step up and play some football. We'll see how they open up this drive here. I mean, wouldn't be surprised to try to get Genty going again, but that hasn't been working out well. We'll see. We shall see. And I'll be every day asking more. ASU will pull it out. Trust. Dude, when I was placing my round robin today, I was like, why do I have ASU in here? I don't know why I would ever trust ASU. They always innovate new ways to lose games. It's unbelievable. That's why they're the college of innovation. Number one in the country in innovation. A statistic you cannot measure. As we'll get a pretty good run here. Return here. It was looking good, but it ended up not being the best. Gets out to about the 23, 24-yard line. If you can't tell, Kalen's finance. Bear down, go Cats. Yeah, but we're literally the Harvard of the West Coast. That's what they call us. Bear down, go Cats. And we're about to be number one come Wednesday in college basketball. I'll be live for that game. Should be live for that game pending some life stuff happening, but it should be live for Arizona UConn coming at you Wednesday. Geno Smith drops back, launches one. Oh, baby. Let's get him going. Finds Bowers over the center for a nice chunk play. Another 1st and 10 coming up here for the Raiders. And honest, Brock Bowers is so freaking good. 3 receptions, 51 yards. No big deal. Just Brock Bowers things. All right, play action for Geno. Getting chased, launches, and broken up. Looking for a PI call, not going to get it on that one. That was some solid coverage there. Fair enough. All right, Geno in the gun. 2nd and 10 here. Drops back, launches, tries to get a quick one out to Bowers, and Bowers doesn't get his head around quick enough. 3rd and 10 coming up. Man, it seems like Geno's going to get into a rhythm, and then he just loses it. Just completely loses it. Geno Smith in the gun. In the gun, back step, gets one out. Let's go. All right, Raiders drive still alive here. Nice out route there to Lockett. Seeing his name for the first time tonight. Geno starting to cook it up. All right, Geno going back under center. Genty in the backfield for him. Play action. Has time. Gets it out to Genty. Genty with the reception. Get about 8 on that one. Maybe 9 if they're generous with that spot, but I doubt it. All right, Geno in the gun alone. 2nd and 2. Drops back. Gets it out to Genty for another reception. Gets the first down. A little bit more after the yak. Reverse strings might work again. We'll see. Pete Carroll fired up on the sideline. Geno under center. Genty in the backfield. Get a motion for Bowers. Play action again. Drops back. Has time. Launches one. Tipped and intercepted by Dallas. Dallas running it back a little bit, but not too much. We'll get it to about the 30-ish, I think. But a big interception. A nice ball from Geno. Tipped up. And then Dallas celebrating in the end zone. 2:24 left to go. Plenty of time left on the clock for Dallas to make another drive here. Whew. And try to go up at halftime. Raiders receiving second half. Yeah, that was bad. That was a hell of a tip, though. Tip and then just right into the hands. Whew. Rough one for Geno. That's a rough one for Geno. But like, as I was talking about earlier tonight, it's those type of interceptions where it's like, it's not completely on Geno. Could he have made a better decision? Probably, but yeah, I thought it was a good read from what I saw. I'll go back and watch that tape and see, but it looked fine to me. All right, let's see the replay here. Let's check this read out. All right, play action there. Open. Yeah. I mean, probably should have let him out a little bit more, but it looked like a hook route there. So, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and Dak decides to launch one downfield to Pickens, and he'll almost get one intercepted, but not this time. Oh, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome if they went ahead and just picked another one off. Ooh. Almost. George Pickens playing some good defense on that. All right, Dak in the gun again. Hand it off to Williams. Williams stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose about a yard on it. Third and 10 coming up from the Cowboys. 2:01, and we'll go to the 2-minute warning here. Hey, if the Raiders can get a stop here, they can try to sneak some points before the end of the half. Not bad for them. Would not be too bad for them. Goodbye. So we're in commercial break. Line is at Cowboys 11.5 point favorites here, minus 110, minus 1100 on the money line. If you think the Raiders are going to come back, plus 640 on the money line, 50.5 is the new total. They are cooking. But while we're in commercial break again, hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, and TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help us out a lot more than you know. But we are cooking. All right, let's see if Dallas can convert here. If Dallas can't convert here, I mean, opens it up. Maybe they get a good special teams play, and the Raiders can try to sneak one away here before the end of the half, which they desperately need. If not, I mean, I expect Dallas to maybe go up a couple more, but I mean, probably start taking out, see Joe Milton a little bit tonight and go from there. All right, here we go. Let's get back from the tube for the 2-minute warning. Let's see what happens here. All right, 3rd and 10 for them boys. Dak in the shotgun. Williams in the backfield with him. He'll drop back. Step up. Big throw, and we should get some flags there, and we'll get a couple of them out there. That'll be pass interference on the Raiders, and that one was clear as day. All over CeeDee Lamb. You cannot do that. Get the flag out. Spot foul for them boys. Another first down coming up. Again, the Raiders looking like they're going to get something here. Get the ball back, maybe. Pocket was collapsing for Dak. Didn't look too good, and then just... Ooh, and a flag there for unsportsmanlike conduct after a punch was thrown. Good theatrics there. So probably going to take the PI penalty and not the unsportsmanlike conduct one. If I was to guess, which I do guess. As the refs get this sorted out. Yeah, that is all types of pass interference. And I get it. You're on CeeDee Lamb. That's a hard assignment, but you got to deal with it, brother. Yeah, that was a good right, too. And a great sell job, too. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the boys. Lamb on the sideline. Sports Center right now if the Raiders don't score again. We'll hand it off to Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams finds a hole, finds a big hole. We'll get through the first down. Get about 7 more, but there's a ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. We will see if he's marked. He is marked down. He was down before the ball came out. But it looked like the Cowboys recovered anyway. Yep, he is clearly down before the ball is out. Dak Prescott going to huddle the boys up. Milk this clock down so they can at least set up for a field goal or something if they don't get a touchdown. Cowboys going to burn timeout here. Got one left. Raiders still with all 3. Ooh, we'll see what the boys do coming out of this. Obviously looking to get a touchdown here before the end of the half, just to increase that lead. Feeling real good going into the halftime, going into that talk. But we shall see what they decide to do. I mean, would not mind just a shot to CD right here. Geno Smith. Ooh, looks rough. Poor guy. All right, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Within field goal range, that's not the issue. Dak in the gun, drops back. We're going to get some flags coming out. Going to get a false start somewhere. I'll be on the offense jumping early. Back them up 5. 1st and 15 coming up for the Cowboys. Need to make up some ground more. Need to make up some ground now. They're still, for Brandon Aubrey, still within range, but I'm sure he would like a little bit easier of a kick. Dak in the gun. Play action. Steps up. Gets it out to Pickens, who will catch. Gets a nice after the catch there and in for a touchdown. George Pickens. Cowboys up 23-6. And CeeDee Lamb already waving bye to the Raiders fans. Does seem like it's going that way. Ooh, flag on the play. Probably going to get taunting on George Pickens if I was to assume. Regardless, good, solid run there. Nice route by Pickens. Breaks an ankle. And then just runs it the rest of the way for a tutty. Not bad at all. Great first half here from the Cowboys. And you bet Pickens is going to get that unsportsmanlike. All right. Aubrey here with the extra point. Up. And like most of his kicks, it is good. Cowboys up 24-6. But we have another flag on the play. This one can't be on George Pickens, right? What are we getting here, boys? All right, we're trying to see what this flag is going to be. Yeah, everything's good apparently. As we're in commercial break, the Raiders about to have a 1:10 left on the clock. Try to make something happen here before halftime. Raiders will be receiving the second half kick. So try to get some type of points out of it. Even if you got to settle for another field goal, which I know the boys have been doing a lot, but got to try to get something. Cut that lead down a little bit. Maybe they score 50. Hopefully, that'd be nice. We'll wait and see as we're in our last commercial break before the half. Because I can't imagine, unless it's a big pick, like a pick near 6, that the Cowboys, if they even do get the ball back. The Raiders got 3 timeouts on their side, so they got time. They can go over the middle. They can try to make those plays happen. We shall see. And again, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help us out a lot more than you know. Oh, as they're taking their sweet ass time with these commercial breaks tonight, huh? Always feels like they are. All right. Ready to get back. Need 15 more from CD, 15 yards, Lucas. Is that all you need? I think you'll get it. As we're waiting for this game to get back going. 25-yard return. Raiders will be taking over at the 30. Let's see if they can make anything of it. All right. Gino in the gun. Drops back. And just a little dump off to the running back. No good there. I mean, gets a couple there to Raheem Mostert, but not what you're really looking for there. .58 seconds left. Gino in the gun again. Drops back. Lets one rip downfield. Almost picked off by the Cowboys and Bland. Who needs ESPN Plus? Thank you, Kalins. I appreciate you, brother. Ooh, we do get a flag on the play, though. What is the call? Do we got PI? Illegal contact? I don't know what the call is there. Oh, illegal contact. There it is. Illegal contact coming in on the boys. 1st and 10 Raiders. Gino gun shot drops back under a lot of pressure. He'll scramble out. Oh, gets a nice completion. Gets the first down and more to Tucker. Raiders starting to cook, going up tempo. Kind of need to here. Oh, no, they'll burn the timeout. Don't hate that call. Don't hate that. Within field goal range now. Let's see what they can do on Dallas's 36. See if they can keep this momentum going and, maybe pull a touchdown out of their ass. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. First and 10, 40 seconds left in the first half. All right, 40 seconds left to go. Geno Smith in the gun. Got him stacked on the left. Geno dropping back. Gets it out to Bowers. Bowers will pick up about 7 or 8 on that one, depending on the spot. Good play call there. And hey, Bowers up the middle seems to work. Another timeout coming from the Raiders. Would have liked if they would have maybe kept another timeout. 34 seconds left. Let's go ahead and get to the line. Bowers was in the middle of the field. Easy to set the ball and just go. I would have preferred they kept it up tempo there. But 34 seconds left here. See if Bowers can get away with a touchdown. Maybe they're setting up for a Bowers touchdown here. Want to make sure they have the right personnel on the field. Second and 3 coming up for the Raiders. 1 timeout left. 34 seconds on the clock. Tucker in motion. Geno drops back in the gun. Steps up. Big ball out to Bowers. Oh, no, that wasn't Bowers. Excuse me, that was Mayer. But it doesn't matter. It was no good. 3rd and 3 coming up. See what they decide to do here, but I'm expecting maybe another touchdown shot. I don't know if you go just for the first down at this point. You still have 1 timeout on the clock, 29 seconds left. You get the first down here, you can take a couple more shots into the end zone. Geno in the gun. Motion. Drops back. Just a quick little out, and we will get the first down. Probably going to see the last Raiders timeout burned here. And we will. 23 seconds left on the clock. Not a fan of the timeout management here from the Raiders. 23 seconds left on the clock. I would have, after that big Brock Bowers reception up the middle, would have hoped that they went up tempo and took a shot or something. And I don't know. I don't like this. No timeouts left. 23 seconds left. 1st and 10. I guess you're thinking end zone or bust and then send out the kicking unit, which is fine. But they could have had one timeout going into this, I believe. All right, Geno in the gun. Cowboys showing 4 going. 4 go. Time in the pocket for Geno. No time in the pocket for Geno. He tries to get rid of it. As he was getting sacked, 2nd and 10 coming up, they are going to call it an incomplete pass. Which, again, Raiders O-line competing to be the worst O-line in the league. They bring 4. You got 6 there to protect. That math ain't mathing for me. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Raiders. 15 left on the clock. Got time for 2 more shots and then a field goal if needed. Geno Smith. 19 getting put on. Definitely for 2 more. Geno in the gun. Drops back. Launches one. Incomplete, but we do have a flag on the play. Looks like we're maybe getting a false start on them boys. Offsides, excuse me. Clowney moving into the neutral zone. All right, hey, 2nd and 5. Shorten that field up a little bit. See if the Raiders can end this red zone drought they've been on tonight. Smith in the shotgun again. Drops back. Has time, steps up. And incomplete, out of bounds. He was under some pressure. That O-line cannot hold a glass of water, let alone another defensive line. Unbelievable. Third and 5, 8 seconds left. Got one more shot to the end zone here. They're at the 20. Not the win, but if they can't score. Yeah, no, I agree. Cowboys will burn their last one. They wanted to get another look at it. Make sure they have the correct personnel. All right. 3rd and 5. Not saying this is the game, but it might be. Got to come away with some type of points here. 3rd and 5. Cowboys playing essentially prevent defense. They'll bring 4. That O-line will disintegrate. Oh, can we get a flag? No flag? Okay. Good coverage on Bowers. Bowers in the end zone, no good. Thought we might get a PI call there. Yeah, no, that was good coverage. No PI, good hand fighting. Yeah, and it looks like the Raiders are going to have to settle for a field goal. 38-yard attempt coming up for Daniel Carlson. Good operation, kicks up and is good. Raiders 9, Cowboys 24 as we do go to halftime. Vegas will be receiving the kick for the second. As we go into the second half, I am going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break. My wife made an incredible dinner, and I'm going to go eat that real quick. But I will be back for the start of the second half. Don't you worry about it. But before I do that, just want to take another moment. Hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow button. Does help us out a lot more than you know. I'm the Brofict one, AJ, and I'll be back before half. And we are back. What's up, D-Gens? Perfect one AJ back. Second half of Monday Night Football coming through. Kalen's Finance need Genty to score tonight. Responsibly, of course, but this parlay is looking nice. I feel you, brother. If we can get Brock Bowers and Genty in there, I'm going to be feeling real nicey as well. Shout out John Gruden, by the way. But, yeah, I mean, we're about to get back to action here after halftime. Dallas Cowboys up 24-9. And it's been a fairly one-sided game. I mean, the story with the Raiders is just stalling out in the red zone. They've had plenty of opportunities to put points on the board, better than a field goal, and it just hasn't been working out for them. And I mean, hope it starts, because I would love for this to be a more, competitive game, but it hasn't been looking like that. Both defenses playing about as bad as you would expect. Same with the offensive lines for each of them. But hey, it's football. Maybe we'll see what happens in the second half. Raiders receiving the second half kickoff. See if they can, come out with some type of fire. Get first round Cancun. Sounds good to me, buddy. But you need some type of fire coming out of the Raiders in the second half here, especially on the offensive side of the football. We'll see what it's going to look like as we do have kickoff for the second half. Let's go. Lands good in the landing zone. A nice return there. Not bad. 33, 34-yard line he'll be downed at. As we are cooking away. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman. Someone yelled at Troy to put his jacket back on. He was not wearing his jacket in the first half. Not that it matters, just worth noting. Geno under center. Gets a snap, flips it to Genty. Genty trying to find something on the outside and can't get it. Going to be a loss of yards there. Half score on the first drive. Yeah. That's kind of it, especially, do you have to? Yeah, it would be nice if the defense can come out and stop Dallas, which they haven't been able to. Then we're talking, okay, then they can score on the second drive. But, yeah, it's starting to look that way. Again, Bowers up the middle has worked really nice tonight. Geno Smith drops back. And he gets one off to Lockett, and, I mean, it gets positive yards on it. Going to be like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 now. But, man, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. And you see all teams do this. Like, oh, something worked really well. And I get coverages change and double coverage. Like, I get it. But when you've got guys good enough, like Bowers, like CeeDee Lamb, like Pickens, you go ahead and you start feeding them. And even if it's in tight coverage, trust your quarterback to put it where it needs to be and your running backs to make the right moves. Smith in the gun, drops back, tries to get it to Bowers, and Bland is just all over him. 4th and 6 coming up. More than likely, they're not going to go for it. I don't blame them. And I mean, that was just a one read. Play. Like, Geno Smith was going to Brock Bowers no matter what. Which, again, is fine, but I think you got to do that earlier in the drive, especially when coverage is going to be heavy on him. Because I'm sorry, Tyler Lockett ain't drawing, two DBs. That's just not happening this time of his career. On a good punt from the Raiders, but it goes out in the end zone. It will be a touchback. Almost a good break for them on special teams, but that's just kind of been the Raiders season. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, the Raiders overall aren't the best team in football, but it's still, to win, you got to have some luck on your side too. And it feels like all of the luck has definitely not been on the Raiders side. That's for damn sure. As we go into our first commercial break of the half, Dallas going to be taking over. Where are they taking over? Going to be taking over on their own 20 after the touchback there. 24-9 the score. And hey, we'll see what the offense, I mean, if you're Dallas's offense, you want to kind of pick up where you left off. You want to just start bombing it downfield, get CD and George Pickens involved, get Williams involved when you need to, play action. Let's just go ahead, try running the score up a little bit more, huh? Big stat padding game for them boys. It's not often they get to play against a defense as bad as their own. And I guess you're probably thinking, AJ, don't you think the Cowboys defense is better than the Raiders because the Cowboys haven't allowed any touchdowns? Yeah. But again, who are we going up against? We're going up against Geno Smith, Genty, and Brock Bowers. That's it. No mas. And I mean, yeah, sure. Tyler Lockett's had himself a nice little game tonight, but still. Geno Smith getting a little bit closer to that 250 I need him at. But still need Genty and Bowers to score. And honestly, I'll take those touchdowns in garbage time. My parlay doesn't care when they happen. Just that they happen. And that's what we want. In commercial break, what's this live line at? Cowboys 17.5-point favorites. Whew. Total at 54.5. Now down to 17s. Williams getting a little run to start us off here. Maybe about 2nd and 5 coming up for them boys. Hey, Kalins, by the way, ASU is down 42-34 in the second half. I'm so screwed. All right, anyway, Dak Prescott in the gun, 2nd and 4. Dak has a little bit of time. He scrambles, gets it out to Pickens. Pickens on a short route, but breaks a couple tackles enough to get the first down. 1st and 10. Hey, Pickens, you were yelling for the ball. Don't you complain about getting it too much right now. Just lit the candle for the I appreciate it. All right, Dak under center now. Williams in the backfield. Williams. Get about 3 on that, 2 on that, depending where they mark it. And I mean, hey, Williams has at least been consistent tonight. Can't take that away from him. He has been consistent. All right, Dak in the gun. Ferguson motioning around. 2nd and 8. Dak looking way downfield, but will dump it off to Ferguson. Pick up about 4 on that. Not too bad. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Cowboys need a first down here just to kind of continue to put this game away. Dak drops back. Gets it out to Pickens for the first down. Pickens still alive. And still alive after breaking yet another tackle. Still alive. Wow. George Pickens with an incredible effort. Breaking not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 tackles to get the first down and another 10 after. Hell of a play by Pickens. There's one tackle broken. There's two tackles. Okay, I'm sorry. 2.5 tackles broken. I might have over-exaggerated a little bit, but still. All right, Dak. Play action. No time. Gets it out. And another first down coming up for the Cowboys. Lupica, the target there again, as George Pickens taking a breather on the sideline. Been a nice night for the Cowboys receiving corps. Dak under center. Gives the handoff to Williams. Williams fighting for about 5 on that. Not too shabby. All right. 2nd and 4. Dak under center again. Got a nice one off there. Another first down for them boys. Cowboys been just very consistent, very chill, and just taking time off the clock now. 8:43 left to go in the third. All right, Dak drops back. Play action. Tries to get it to Ferguson. Nothing coming out of it. Might make it back to the line of scrimmage. Another 2nd and long coming up for the Cowboys. 2nd and 10 to be exact. I agree. All right. 2nd and 10. Dak in the gun. Alone. Drops back. Quick one to Pickens. Pickens, another big yak after. Gets the first down. Gets him in 1st and goal. Cowboys going to keep it up tempo here. Come on, let's cash CD 2 touchdowns here. Let's cash CD 2 touchdowns here. Give it to Williams. Williams looking for the edge. Going to get maybe a yard on that one. 2nd and goal. Come on. Just throw it to CD. Jump ball to CD. Out route to CD. Slant to CD. Literally anything to CD. Second and goal. Let's see what they're going to call here. Dak under center again. Play action. Oh, that wasn't CD. Oh, I saw the 9. It looked like an 8. But hey, another touchdown for them boys to Ryan Flaherty. Thought we had it there. Thought the 9 was an 8. That was disappointing. That was very disappointing. But hey, them boys up 30-9 as we await the extra point. And that might be the nail in the coffin early here in the third. And the only reason I say that really is because the Raiders just haven't shown any life on offense. You know, it looks like they're about to get in a groove and look like they're going to get something going. And it doesn't work out. But with that touchdown and extra point being good, I do think this is where I do go ahead and have to sign off for the night. Wife and I are moving this week, so we got to get a packing. But hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help us out a lot more than you know. We will be live tomorrow night over on Rumble, YouTube, and X as Noah and I break down the action from college football and NFL of the weekend, along with college basketball. Not going to want to miss that. Wednesday, everything goes according to plan. I will be live for UConn, Arizona, the battle for number 1 coming up this Wednesday in college basketball. And then Noah and I will be live Wednesday night with our NFL and college football picks for the weekend. Going to be a busy week. Going to be a great week. Cannot wait for it. But hey, thank you all again for listening and watching. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday night and an incredible week. I, of course, have been the Brofict one, AJ. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you guys next time here on Degenerate Takes.